AI in games has been a hot topic for a minute now. People have been debating whether should be allowed to have the AI take over in terms of the voice acting, the production of the games, and everything in between. And it's people just have to realize that it's going to happen anyway. But there's people want to know how much should be allowed and things of that nature, because I mean AI is going to be a gift to a lot of people in terms of the fact that it can just enable you to get rid of so much of the busy work to just focus on the creative aspects of games. But it could also be a hindrance because it also will take over jobs and things like that, if you will, and so people will lose their livelihoods to make the games. And it's also the from the aspect of it will lose that humanality to it, if you will, especially on the front of voice acting and things like that, because I mean, you can tell when it's a good voice actor and when it's just I mean, the monotone people like myself, they'll get replaced easily. But you know, like the real people who they actually sound like they're a part of the role. That's much harder to replicate, and so it's kind of hard to know exactly if AI should take over all of that or not. I am interested to hear what people have to say, but this is an article that we're going to go over here that is discussing AI and Unity and one of the projects they're trying to do. So here it says AI company teams with Unity to launch sample cyberpunk game with generated dialogue and behaviors. It says Unity and Convey, I believe, a company which provides generative conversation AI software, will release Project Neural Nexus, a demo game which showcases Convey's smart NPCs and Unity's Muse behavior tool later this year. Here's how Convey describes the game on its website. Step into the world of Neo City, a cyberpunk-themed city where danger lurks at every corner. You wake up at a hotel and you're being chased by the police and killer robots. Your objective is to make out of the hotel filled with assassins alive, but you are not alone. You have help from your AI companion who can equip you with weapons, teach you how to shoot, guide you every step, and is helping you get out of the hotel. Your decisions change the storyline, but be careful. One wrong step and it's game over. The game is powered by Convey's smart NPCs, where you can have open-ended conversations, make decisions, perform actions, interact with various environmental objects, and are guided by an AI companion. Welcome to Neo City. Your survival story begins now. And so I actually kind of like this concept, at least for a game where you're able to have more of a conversation, if you will, with the NPCs and kind of make it feel more alive. Whereas in every game up until now, it's been very much guided, if you will. You can't fool around in the games and just say just random stuff and hear what exactly the AI has to say to you. So I'm actually kind of in support of this just to see how it does. But I also can understand the concerns of it as well, that if this game does very well, it could put a lot of voice actors and things like that out of jobs, because then publishers and game developers will understand that, well, if AI is able to do this without having to hire all these people and everything, then why hire people? And so I think definitely there should be a balance in it for sure. I do definitely need the human aspect to it, because you can just kind of tell. I mean, at least right now anyway, when it's an AI, I just think about being on YouTube and seeing just particularly the crypto scams and people of these famous people who have invested a lot into, let's say, Bitcoin, for instance. And you can just tell, like, there's a live stream going on, and you can tell that it's AI because a lot of it does sound good, but there's bits and parts of it where it almost skips, if you will, or there's something where there's a stutter where, not saying that people don't stutter, but you can just kind of tell intuitively listening to it that the dialogue's off in a way, and that they're like kind of just skipping points to skip points, and it's not the actual person. There's not a lot of movement and stuff like that. So there's still ways to kind of tell, but you do have to be a very discerning person. I mean, obviously, I'm not perfect, especially with different articles and things like that, and AI and all of it. But you can still kind of tell. But as AI gets better and better, it's going to be even that much harder, unfortunately, to tell what's real and what's not. And so AI is definitely will be a blessing and a curse, and it's really up to humans, obviously, how in the world it's going to be used. But I don't know if this will be like my kind of game type deal, but I am interested to see how the AI in the game interacts with the player and how the player can interact with the AI, how open ended it can be, and things of that nature. I do think I would like to see more of these games too, with more of an open world aspect where you can kind of through the lens of being able to just have almost an infinite variety of how you approach the game with dialogue and things like that, with where if you ask a certain thing to some people, if you know a little bit about them in game, of course, then you're able to get like different information. I think that would be pretty cool. People to explore and kind of interact with AI. I mean, people joke around with Chat GPT all the time too. So I mean, we're definitely getting to the point where the AI is going to be able to respond. Um, but yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think about AI as a whole. Do you think it should just completely take over? Do you think it should just kind of be implemented? Do you think it shouldn't take over at all? Let me know what you guys think. I think it is going to be something that should be integrated for sure. I mean, it's going to be anyway. Should it overtake everything? Probably not, but I think it's a debate. Let's just have a discussion about it. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.